What is up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. So Bitcoin is falling below the descending triangle formation that we've been talking about here, heading towards my downside target of 9,500. Also, of course, guys, we're hitting $10,000 right now, which is a psychological price point. Once we got above 10,000 on the way up, we had a nice push to the upside, and right now the bulls are trying to defend the 10,000 level at the moment. We're going to see if we can find support at 10,000. I think it is still very likely that we do head down towards my target of 9,500. Also, looking here at the daily chart, getting a really nice pullback, guys. If you've been watching this channel, this is what we've been waiting for. But guys, $10,000 could be could be support. We could find support off 10,000 and get a bit of a bounce back. That would not surprise me at all. The lower end of my target is about 9,500, guys. So I think it's definitely possible that we do continue down to find support closer to 9,500 if we don't get support here at 10,000. So this is going to get interesting, guys. Also, let's see. Ethereum looking to test below the upsloping support, coming back to critical resistance points, which needs to hold us support as well. If not, we should be headed towards about $228. And Litecoin right now also coming up on the most critical area of support. It's maintained this trajectory for quite some time now, and we are about to break below the parabolic trajectory for Litecoin. And if we do, that would be a pretty good indicator that Bitcoin would also be likely to at least come back to 9,500 to find some support. But let's take a look at the 1 hour chart here. Oh wait, now let's go over to the Coinbase chart. Check out the 1 hour. Broke below this upsloping support line, creating the descending triangle pattern. Breaking below the descending triangle pattern right now, getting slight support off of 10,000. Let's see what the bulls can do here. Let me break it down to the 15-minute actually to see what kind of support may or may not be coming in right now. Yeah, we could be seeing a slight bounce back and possibly testing back up towards 10,500 if we do find support here. And then that could be our next resistance for a continued pullback, testing previous support as potential resistance, guys. If we do get a bounce off 10,000, we could be headed back up for 10,500 to find our next resistance for a pullback. But we are resting just above the 10,000 mark right now. And if we fall below 10,000, 9,500 should be coming up pretty fast, guys. We kind of just moved through this area. We had some resistance in this area, and right when we got above 9,500, we moved right towards 10,000. So there's not much support in this range. And if 10,000 does break, we should be headed towards 9,500 pretty quickly, which is the bottom end of the parabolic trajectory, this parabolic support line, as I keep talking about on this channel, guys. So we're going to find out soon if we can get a bounce or if Bitcoin can maintain. What is up, guys? Let's take a look at XRP as well. XRP, a lot of people asking about XRP. So we did fall below the upsloping support, getting a slight bounce off of just about 37.5 cents there. So XRP still able to hold support for now. And also Chainlink. Been very interested in Chainlink recently. We got the bounce off of $3.25 I was looking for. Rallied up to previous resistance and pulled back. And now we're testing that $3 target I was also discussing if we were to fail the break of $3.70. Testing $3 right now. So we'll see. Guys, if we do fail $3... then a 50-cent move to $2.50 is likely to the 50% retrace is a likely pullback. If we fail $3, $2.50 would become very, very likely at that point. And we'll see how we fare at the $2.50 mark if we can't hold $3. So right now, Bitcoin looking like it could actually break below 10,000. Coming back to test 10,000 right now. Just above 10,000 right now. Check out the hourly. Testing just above 10. We're looking at Coinbase right now. Bitcoin at 10,000 once again. For the first time since the breakout, we are testing 10,000. Sitting at 10,000. Let's see how we fare at 10,000 flat. Okay, we're breaking below 10,000 now. This could be the move we're looking for towards the $9,500 target that I've set. Let's see. Breaking below 10,000 on Coinbase. All right, so we're below 10,000 now on Coinbase. Looking at Binance, just above 10,000 here on Binance. And below 10,000 on Bitstamp. So we are now less than $500 away from that $9,500 target. Guys, let me know what you think in the chat. Are we going to hit 9,500 or are we going to find support at 10,000? Let me know. If you think we're going to find support at 10,000, click 1. If you think we're going to hit that 9,500 target, press 2. Is this a healthy retest? Yeah, in my opinion, guys, this is a healthy retest. This is exactly what we needed, in my opinion. Got a major blow off top here for Bitcoin, and retracing to find support once again. Still maintaining within the parabolic trajectory, still maintaining within it, but we are getting a lot of selling pressure right now. So still remaining above 10,000 on Bitstamp. Had a slight dip below 10,000. So let's see if we get a bounce. So we could get a bounce from here if we get enough support. And if we do, just looking at Binance right now, then we would be looking for, possibly a retest of previous support as resistance, coming back up to 10,500 or so. So if we get a bounce here, we could be looking at 10,500 before a continued pullback, in my opinion. But, we are pretty close to the target there. So let's see. Bitcoin had a slight dip below 10,000. We're going to see if we can get any support at this level. Psychological 10,000 number. Guys, this is the first test of 10,000 since the break. So we're coming full circle here since that 10,000 break. Let's see what the chat thinks. So I asked the chat, do you guys think that we are going to hit 9,500, press 2. If we are going to bounce off 10,000, press 1. Seems like a decent amount of you think that we are going to bounce off of, or reach 9,500, I mean. Seems like most of you think we're going to reach 9,500. Guys, 132 tuned in. Definitely smash the like button or the subscribe button, whatever button. Click a button. All buttons are good. So yeah, we are having a breakdown of the descending triangle. Could be seeing a short-term bounce back up to retest resistance. That is possibly what we're in for right now. Most people looking for the 9,500 level. VDY says smashed all the buttons. Nice. That's what we need here. So we'll see if we get this bounce off the 10,000 level. Personally, I do think it's quite likely that we could could be still pulling back towards the 9,500 level. But I wouldn't be surprised to see 10,000 acting as support for now. But we'll see. Looking at BNB, I'm wondering when BNB is going to pull back from this parabolic move that it's been on as well. I mean, it seems like no matter what happens, BNB just gains. It is a revenue-producing crypto, so not too much of a surprise. Age 8 Productions coming in with a 2 says, is this forming a reverse head and shoulders? Are we forming an inverse head and shoulders? I don't think so. Don't think so. I'm not sure what time frame are you looking at. I don't think that's what's happening. Most likely not. But we're getting, guys, $10,000 psychological level. Right when we got above 10,000, we had a nice break to the upside. Of course, we're breaking down out of the descending triangle and now retesting that psychological level of 10,000. Of course, guys, the market is going to have a reaction off of this level, guys, of course. But I'm not totally sure if this is going to be the ultimate support. This could be a short-term support area where we bounce up to retest 10,500, but we'll see how much volume comes in now. Getting a decent amount of volume now. Looking at the 30-minute chart. If we do get a nice bounce in here, we could actually re-enter this formation and possibly continue bouncing around in that range, guys. We could continue bouncing around in here if possibly. And now we also have sort of a lower low formation on Coinbase, which had a bit of a, on Binance, it's a little bit different. I mean, we do have this wick here. I mean, I would argue that it is a descending triangle breakdown, though. I mean, you could interpret this in a few ways now. We could be creating a downsloping channel now that we've gotten the breakdown out of the descending triangle. We could be in for something like this. Quite possible now. So, we could be headed back up, maybe to test 10,500 before a continued pullback. Maybe we pull back in. But ultimately, guys, I do think that this is the beginning of a larger term pullback. I'm quite doubtful that we're going to maintain on the parabolic trajectory. Again, guys, as you guys should know if you've been watching, I'm looking for, possibly, if we are going to do something like this, bouncing back into this range, I'd be looking for, possible, chopping around sideways for a bit, maybe breaking down towards the 7,500 level ultimately, before continuing, a possible longer-term parabolic move. So right now my ultimate target is 7,500, short-term target 9,500, but we could be seeing some support now. I think even if we do bounce, though, I don't think it's going to last very long. I don't think so. I'm pretty certain that this is the beginning of the downtrend, guys. We could be rallying back up. Again, looking at it like this. The upper end of this, let's not look at Binance, let's look at Coinbase, the upper end of this, like 11,200. So it could be something like this, rallying back up to 11,200, possibly, if we can find enough support here. And looking at the fib extensions, that would be, a potential retest of resistance at the 236 before getting, we're getting support just above the 382. I was expecting a touch off the 382. We could still get it, though. We might not actually find enough support here. And we could chop around in between the 382 and the 236 before getting a breakdown towards what I believe to be the ultimate downside target before creating a larger scale parabolic move would be a touch off the 618, creating a larger scale parabolic move. So this is what I expect all of this to result. I expect this to be the ultimate result of all this action here, guys. Chop around in between, 10,900 to 11,200, and ultimately pulling back to about 7,500 and getting, forming a larger scale parabolic move similar to like this environment here. I am a long-term bull. I am a long-term bull, short-term bear right now. So let's see what chat is saying. Craig Gibbs, it looks like we're going where you said, brother. Dream Surfer says 9,500-ish on the next daily candle. Are we forming a regular Head and Shoulders? No, I don't think so. We had this higher low trajectory here, guys. We bounced up, finding ourselves a dead cat bounce, as we've been talking about on this channel, getting a pullback. No, this is not. I would not say that this is a Head and Shoulders. I mean, we were maintaining this upward trajectory and then started squeezing into the 11,500 level and then snapped below it. I would not classify this as a Head and Shoulders. I would not. See what chat is saying. So it seems like most of you guys don't think that we'll hold 10,000. Yeah, so right now, we have this lower low. We broke out of the descending triangle. We're getting some lower lows. So yeah, I think, if we are going to bounce back, we'll test about 11,000, 11,200 before continuing the downtrend now. So we've broken out of the descending triangle, finding a lower low. So, now things are going to change, right? I think likely we'll probably do something like this. And continue the downtrend, and then possibly touching off of 9,500 in this way before getting a potential rally, and ultimately creating something like this is what I think is most likely right now. So Ethereum pulling back below the upsloping support just barely here. Pulling back to $280. We'll see. This is critical, guys. Critical previous resistance. Litecoin attempting to maintain above the parabolic support line. So we just dipped slightly below 10,000. Could be getting some short-term support right now. And I'd be looking for something like this if this is going to be the support level. So we'll see. John says the bounce looks weak to me. Yeah, it doesn't look all too strong. I agree. I mean, we are getting good volume here though, so we could be rallying back up to retest this area. It depends on how strong this bounces, but we'll see. We could actually find ourselves bouncing back into this formation soon if we do get enough support right now. We'll see if the bulls can put in some follow-through volume to get this move to continue, and then maybe we will actually re-enter the pattern, possibly. And we'll see how it goes from there, guys. So, yeah, I would not be surprised to see a retest of, upwards of 11,200 from here. That wouldn't be much of a surprise to me. Marcus, if these whales want to bring mass adoption, they're just scaring away the retailers with these huge dumps. I mean, guys, we also had a huge pump, though. This is just normal. And it's not really like, if you're looking at it from this perspective, like, if you were around for this accumulation period, I mean, this shouldn't really scare you all too much. We crossed the 10,000 mark, or really it was the, we crossed the 11,200 mark and had a huge blow off top to 14,000. We're pulling back now, right? I guess a lot of retailers probably FOMO'd in on this wick here. But that's just retail activity. That's just how it always is. That's normal in every market, right? Also, this kind of, this got Bitcoin back in the news a little bit, right? The Bitcoin breaking above 10,000, wicking up to 14,000, right? This kind of raised awareness once again for Bitcoin. So, if we get a pullback, then we could be getting some good support, right? Now that Bitcoin is back in the news, people are looking at it again. Even if we do get a pullback, retail will have their eye on it now, guys. There's more attention for Bitcoin now. So we could actually gain some really good support on our next pullback, I think, right? Broke above the last consolidation range of 6,000. Broke above 10,000, right? This is like, Bitcoin's back in the news. People are looking at it again. So, we'll see. Even if we do get a pullback, some people are looking at 8,800, 8,500. I think it could be as low as 7,500. That's, that is my ultimate downside target right now. But, in the short term, if we bounce off 10,000, we could be bouncing up to 11,200, chopping around. Possibly, some people would argue that, maybe we actually continue the parabolic move, which is possible. Right? If we bounce off 10,000, bounce around in this area, and ultimately break 11,200 again, we could continue the parabolic move, possibly. I think it's a little less likely, though. But yes, we could actually maintain above the parabolic support curve and rally out of here, guys. Again, very possible in this environment. Although I do think we've found that blow off top, and I'm looking for some sideways action now. Now that we've hit, we've gotten pretty close to my target of 9,500. We're currently holding above 10,000. So if we do find support here, that's good enough for me. I figured that we would get a little bit of a fake out below 9,500, but we'll see. It's not over yet, guys. We could also just sort of, bounce around until ultimately hitting the 9,500 level, which it would be, again, which would be, a great bounce off the 382 fib retracement. You guys should watch the Litecoin chart if you want to know something. What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, Litecoin is a good leading indicator. So if we do get a nice rally for Litecoin here, Bitcoin might also find a nice rally. But if we break down, that could be a bit of an indication that Bitcoin might be in for more of a stronger correction. Litecoin has been tending to lead Bitcoin around recently, at least with the breakouts. But yeah, guys, I mean, incredible price channel Bitcoin, I mean, Litecoin has been stuck in. So, if we start breaking down, things could get pretty bearish in the market. $200 people tuned in. Been going for almost half hour now. Definitely smash that like button, subscribe. Click a button, guys. Any button's good. So Chainlink bouncing off of, dipping just below $3 now, getting a bit of a rally. We have this lower high trajectory right now, so Chainlink is going to need to break above. Really, let's see. This is not exactly perfect. Yeah, it's pretty good. But, if Chainlink does break above this downward sloping resistance and the $3.70 level, then likely we could be in for a continued move for Chainlink. But right now we are getting a lot of selling pressure and pulling back. We did get a bounce right off the 382. If we fail the 382, then the 50% would be next target, about $2.50, guys. There's not all too much support in between this area and $2.50. So if we do fail the $3 level, we should be seeing ourselves at $250 about before getting a potential bounce. We are on a parabolic trajectory right now, and we could, it's possible that we do actually break it now, and we actually, create a larger term pullback. But we'll see. Right now we are still within the formation, guys. We are still within the parabolic trajectory for Chainlink. So, this is kind of a make or break point, in my opinion. If we rally up, things could maintain to the upside. If we start breaking down, well, then, Chainlink would be in for most likely a stronger correction. So let's see, looking at the 30-minute chart, Bitcoin rallying off 10,000. We'll see if we can get a continuation back above previous resistance here in the short term. If not, if we do get rejection, then we should be headed down towards 9,500. If we get some rejection here, I would say we would pull back to about 9,500. Just go through chat here, guys. So let's see. Did find some good volume off of 10,000, but we are seeing maybe continue pullback towards 9,500. Looking at the 4 hour, it does look like we could get a continued pullback from the 4 hour perspective. But we will see, guys. So yeah, I mean, someone's asking about, I'm not too interested in playing this. I'm not too interested in playing a bounce from 9,500, 10,000 to 11,200. I'm not interested in playing this potential move. This is what I think is most likely right now, just kind of chopping around in this range, in between the 382 and the 236. I'm not really interested in trading this range. I'm more of a long-term person. Like I was accumulating here. Looking for a pullback and potential reaccumulation right now. But yeah, guys, been going for about 35 minutes. Didn't want to come on for too long right now. Got a few things to do. But for the 210 people watching, much appreciated for you being here. Yeah, I will come back when Bitcoin is doing interesting things as usual. So we are right now, possibly creating a bit of a channel. Possibly, if we get support off here, I wouldn't be surprised to, maybe hit some resistance, come back to test support. Something like that in the near future. Ultimately looking for something like this. It's possible as well that if we maintain above the parabolic trajectory, Bitcoin could remain bullish and continue up for another test of, possibly a new high. I think it's less likely. Looking for a pullback here in the near future for a larger scale parabolic move. But yeah, guys, didn't want to come in for too long just now. All right, guys, I will see you all in the next stream. Just wanted to hop on, check in with you guys, and I will see you guys all very soon. Much appreciated for you guys all tuning in, and shout out to AJ Productions for that donation. All right, guys, I will see you all very soon. Peace out.